Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Quest, episode number 53. We just talked about the patch changes very quickly that Blizzard has just put out for the game, where they've changed quite a bit just in general, right? They've changed just minor tweaks every week on a variety of heroes, and they're slowly making the game more and more glorious, which is just a phenomenal thing. Today we're watching some viewer-submitted replays and educasting them, which means educating while casting. Excellent. Oh, the sub-hype Project X run. He just can't stay away. I don't even see it in Twitch chat yet. I don't know how many months it was. Project sub-hype, my friend. Thank you so much. I'm gonna disable those sounds though, because I don't like those in my YouTube videos. Okay. So up first, we've actually got a game on Cursed Hollow submitted by Midnight Trembler. It's super secret esports, Hero League, as far as I understand, and I am ecstatic for this game, my friends. Project, why did Twitch abandon you? Twitch just didn't say it in chat. Alrighty, guys, Cursed Hollow. Again, the first map of the day. Let's see exactly how badly my settings are messed up, as this is a previous patch, since the patch went live just about an hour ago. Oh, that's awful. And yep, I have to do this in each and every video now. I just like it around the halfway point. And then of course my mouse, we want to disable that. And we are good to go. Loaded on in here to Cursed Hollow with Li Ming, Malfurion, Nazebo, Funky Crown, Funky Clown, Meriden, and then we've got follow-up. The opposing side. Oh, chasing the monkey. They did it. Unlike Jake, they got the monkey. We've got Midnight Trembler submit the replay here on Rhaegar. Papa Gorgeous going to be playing Sylvanas. Whirlwind on Chen. Saul. Salty Nuts.
Let the battle begin.
Salty Nuts. And eat more ramen. I can live by that, my friend. Eat more ramen. So many esports nerds running on in to the middle of the map. And we can take a look at the level 1 talent options. Harmony, Power Hungry. Ooh, Rancor, Auto Attack, Vala. Rare, near extinct thing. Death Ritual. Lightning Bond going for the self-cast. And Grounding Brew. Some interesting pickups. Viciousness opted over Wolfheart. All right, well, all in all, we're just gonna kind of ease into this game with a 1.5 speed at the start to get things rolling. Just see some pretty standard laning, and pretty much across the board. Chen is such a bully with that lightning, just soaking up those towers, but does need to be a little bit cautious. He can brew for days. This 2v1 very much going in favor of Midnight Trembler and Whirlwind. In the bottom, Miss Sylvanas has actually taken 0 damage, and you know, when you're in a 2v1 like this and you're on Li Ming, even after the changes, just poke the tower. Just lit Malfurion, Moonfire the minions. He did not get Moonburn. I don't even know the name of that talent. Harmony, don't like it. Should have gone Moonburn. And then Li Ming could be poking these towers a little bit better. She's actually done like 0 damage. She a minion shot a single arrow at this tower, and this tower doesn't really seem to care. Also, you want to make sure you go to the side of the waves to get your orb in and try to hit the pocket with your orb, because that way you'll hit more targets. Again, the angle was a little bit weird. He only hit 3 targets with that orb. Not really optimal. Somebody just went back to base. He's going to be A-okay. Nazebo is slowly wandering back. Midnight Trembler backing away. Might have to Hearth. Yes, he's going back. And the first tribute will be within the next 40 seconds or so based on game time, but of course we're going at 1.5 speed. So I keep jumping at 1.5 speed. We do have Sylvanas really starting to win this bottom lane 2v1. Papa Gorgeous is playing gorgeous, and we do see that tribute is now spawning here in the bottom lane. Meriden slowly urging down from the top. We do have Rhaegar and Greymane coming down here as well, and we're going to go back down to the normal speed. Chicky stepping on in with the roots, took a lot of damage, penetrating on from behind, and Shen going in. Oh, that's actually the Wolf Boy. Oh, and they get the first kill onto that Malfurion. A nice start here for the red team, but Salty Nuts might be going to the salty grave. No, he's able to get away, and Vala goes down as well. Sky is a living also, and we have Eat More Ramen chomping on some Noodle-roonies, getting himself that first tribute of the game. Sky needs to be cautious. Penetrating round does take him out. Just some pretty sloppy initiation there from the blue team. Kind of odd in general, but the flank from Raynor and Chen and Greymane up here, paying the dividends, paying those student loans off, something I am more than incapable of doing. All right, Greymane here in the top. Salty Nuts getting that lone soak, but we do have Vala that will end up challenging him. And we can get an update on those level 4 talents. Actually going to be a full-on regrowth build with rampant growth, picking up initial heal there a little bit more. Dominance. Wants that self-sustain, could mean it's a bit more of a teleport style. It is a full auto attack Vala. This is, you know, again, a little bit weaker, generally speaking. Don't have the same kind of safety for poke and presence and self-sustain as Hungering, and don't have the same kind of AoE presence as multi-shot. But if there are ever situations where she's able to focus down towers or focus on bosses, it is quite powerful. Greymane will be rotating down behind Vala. Looks like Salty Nuts wants to bring the pain onto Vala today, but he will be greeted by some friends. Eat More Ramen is actually very upset because the team was not there in time, and he says, "Worf." I don't know if it was worth it because they got a free one. Greymane was late to the battle. Mission ASAP. Greymane was up top with Vala, man. Why are you yelling at Greymane? Eat More Ramen. It's just, I feel bad for the Greymane. He's just a little pup. Oh my goodness, he doesn't decide to disengage. There he goes, little late, and the team has no interest in helping kill Vala until she is under her towers. But Sylvanas quickly blowing up those towers. Oh, and Chen is going deep. Aruni with that lightning shield, he's able to get the kill. Now Midnight Trouble gonna have to throw out that chain heal to keep Chen standing at this rate. Oh, the brew is just too much, and they get him over the wall. The guild name cocktail for the kill, for the win, and Shiki throws out a root just because. Now Whirlwind is soaking up that damage. He's gonna dive over the wall. The shields aren't gonna be enough if he gets poked down by the minions as well, and he's okay. Nicely done. Good response between the globes and the heals from Rhaegar. He's a-okay, but this top lane is being neglected, and a lot of experience lost as a result. We see Piercing Bolt picked up here again. Just grab the leaves. This guy is like all about the leaf life. He's just gonna pick them up each and every time. Zai's Vengeance being picked up here. Caltrops. Again, very, very odd Vala style. Gidbin being picked up. This is pretty standard build here for our Nazebo player. So Vala's the only one doing some wonkadoodle shenanigans, and I don't know if I agree with that. But Vala is gonna die, and that's some esports action. The zombie wall working against Crazy Mormon, and this Crazy Mormon is going to church. That's where they go, right? They call it church. I know nothing about that kind of like religion or anything outside of like esports. I read the Bible of Boxer, and that's it, man. Bible is my one and only holy one. All right, top lane. Minions are squabbling with each other all alone, but Greymane's coming to babysit. He's gonna come up here and babysit his little baby minions and slaughter the enemy's babies. And we do see Chen is once again diving onto the tower. This is his favorite activity. He likes to brew and he likes to dive. Level 10 heroics have been reached. Ancestral Barrel Wailing. Go for the throat in Hyperion, which you see bombarding all of these fortifications, and Crazy Mormon goes down. The barrels is working pretty well, and Shiki, a bit of a, nope, not at the end. Almost had it. The control, 6.5 out of 10 on that barrel. And Sylvanas is being left to push into her, you know, this is exactly what Sylvanas wants to do in every scenario. She just wants to step forward and never, this is an odd choice. Should be auto-attacking this. There you go. You got it with the Haunting Wave. Should be disabling that for it. The well is nice, but you can actually Q the well or auto-attack the well while queuing this. You can hit 2 targets as once as Sylvanas. It's a sweet technique that you can do. I believe in you. Go for the throat. Not enough. Salty Nuts going deep, though. He does not know the definition of salami. He only knows ham. Well, the wailing is clutch on both Murden and Malfurion. And that is a big team fight start here for the red team. The zombie wall on point. Crazy Mormon looking for that flank with Sky. I'm a little leaming guy. Yeah, she's going to get away. And we see Eat More Ramen will grab the tribute. Hi, Cat. Nice to see you, too. I did not summon you. Go back to your cuddle pit, wherever you live. And, oh, Sky getting knocked into the wall. Can't get the teleport off. Just displays too much. Chicky does not even know where he's going. The penetrating round shredding through his health bar, and eat more ramen with Whirlwind able to get the kill. Midnight Trembler just constantly has the power to get in there with that feral lunge, and he's poking this guy down. I like the call to throw the lightning shield on himself. A lot of regular players would have just, you know, hit Alt W to cast it on himself, since it's a 1v1 in that scenario, but he took the time to throw it out on Eat More Ramen to make sure to get that max value of the talents he's gone for in this game. Hyperion, soon as it's off cooldown, Rainer is in there with that cast, and this is not even a remotely close game. This is Stompfest 2016, and yeah, this keep is already being pressured only 8.5 minutes into this game. Now, we do see the curse active in all of the lanes. Sylvanas has actually done nothing but push, and why not, man? If you can push for free, then it's like buffet status. Just get that XP. Well, we do see Grey Mizzle has decided to join Papa Gorgeous here in the top. They could try to pressure this mid keep since it's very low, but it is risky to stay up here. And we do see Disintegrate level 10 final here going off. So they will finally retreat back, and we're just going to hit that fast forward on this Stomp Fest to see exactly what other exciting events might end up occurring. La-di-da-di-da, Bruiser Camp. And we've got a boss! Is it a throw pit? Is it a true pick? Is it gonna be a Nectar Desperation? Ooh, penetrating round going on in, and we do see Salty Nuts is going deep. Decides to swap targets as he realizes that the Tranquility is there on Malfurion, and now Malfurion is getting pushed away from his team with a barrel. Wailing Arrow does get 2, but Salty Nuts goes down, so it's a 3-for-1. Oh no, can they end this? Although just a... Oh, the Caltrops! The Caltrops of value! She knew the Caltrops would come through at that last moment and save her life. Vala really just predicting the future. Level 13, not even here on the blue team. We do have those 13 talents here on the red side. Full chain lightning build, just about, with Blood and Thunder to reduce the cooldowns for the base abilities. Enough to share on Chen. Evasive Fire, bit more mobility, flexibility, and Giant Killer Rooney. Didn't go for Seasoned Marksman. He went for Give Me More. He wants that self-sustain, makes him very hard to kill. Our Greyman's going a bit of a weird build. We see this mana retention, and then we see the go for the throw paired with Quicksilver bullets. It's kind of a weak build. I don't understand why you want the mana retention when you don't have a lot of ability empowering things. You're more of an auto attack style. And then Alpha, yeah, this might be the worst Greymane build I've ever seen. There's just, I don't understand it at all. This is only for Worgen damage, but you're going for an additional human range, and I am beyond baffled, guys. Anyways, people just grab talents sometimes and don't read. That's a thing. Standard. All right, well, we do have Giants in the bottom lane starting to push, doing their thing. They're wiggling around, jiggling around with all the zombie funhouse, and Whirlwind is taking a whirlwind of damage from that strafe, so he's just going to casually drink some beer and negate all of it, and then barrel them back into Desolation. Good night, sweet Vala. It is lights out for you. The middle keep has fallen. The top keep is exposed. The Hyperion going for the core because Eat More Ramen just wants to eat his ramen. He wants this game over. Penetrating round from afar, doing a big Disintegrate, but we do see Give Me More having a nice impact. Wailing Arrow used defensively. Midnight Trembler with Whirlwind. They're just really trying to push out this bottom keep. Hanging out down here, having a good old time. Nice. Tribute, then boss. The call has been made. Do they disengage? Whirlwind? Beryl is not ready for like 10 years, my friend. That is some bad pathing. And he's gonna get away. Anyways, the retreat commences, and everyone's gonna squabble around the map and start working on the boss. Bam, 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 bam. Here we are at the boss. Giants picked up here on the blue side. In response, Murden has decided Funky Clown is... He's just out of here, man. He wants nothing to do with this game. Whew, what a guy. What a team player. Funky Clown.
Tired of your petty squabbling. Gather tribute.
I'm so disappointed in you, man. Feels bad. Well, it's currently a 4v5. And it looks like Murden's going to retain his AFK. The 4v5 will go as expected. And GG! Midnight Trembler with a dominating game. Of course he's going to submit the dominating game. Not even close, my friends. Not even close. Hero League free ladder points as Funky Clown rage quits. Everyone report Funky Clown. Everyone in chat report him. Report him. Report him for being an AFKer. Man, no bueno. Don't be that guy. That's not the way to play a team game. It's not the way to play a team game. We've got a couple more replays. We're going to scope them out. We're going to see what kind of esports action goes down in these games. And we are loaded back in. Oh, this one actually has the magic word in the title. What word is that, you're asking? Oh my goodness. Do I even have to say it? Bloodlust. Oh my goodness. How? Hi, Cat. Good to see you. Stay up there. You're not coming to my lap. You're not welcome. Yeah, I'll pet you with my head. She loves it. And we've got a video game to cast. We are loaded on in here. Going to that 1.5 speed. To Tomb of the Spider Queen. And in this map, we've got Black Crow, Messavale, Ryugi, Xander Blade, and Metal Blind on the red team. And on the blue team, Kamikaze, Crucio, Grim, Daidu, and Nemesis Hunt. This guy took the two most badass words he could think of and put them together. He's like, I'm gonna Nemesis Hunt you. Nova has left the game. Nova Bot. Let's check out Nova Bot's APM. Oh, we cannot use APM on this client. So tragic, we'll never know. Oh my Blizzard. Oh, ah, e, ha, hoo, ha. We did it. We fixed the settings. Instead of our ears all bleeding collectively together, we will reduce the volume of the game sound. Illidan. Already, this is really interesting. We've seen Illidan go for Seasoned Marksman over Shadow Shield. And I can't help but think that's a risky thing to do. ETC just decides to walk in and die. We do have Electric Charge here for the additional range. This is a very strong combo, but Illidan tends to need the sustain from Shadow Shield. Long shot picked up on Nova. We'll see how that works out. Corruption here for Sylvanas. People are dying left and right. It's early game. It doesn't really mean that much. People are just kind of playing a little bit over aggressive, and it is currently a 2-for-0 in terms of kills. So Zeratul, Greater Cleave, he wants the additional radius. Barbed Shot, the additional push power. Shando Clarity, Nightic Spawn, and then Empower for that Tyrande. All right, well, the trade's going back even here, 1-1 so far. Just kind of wiggling around. This Nova loves disconnecting. And bam, they are power sliding it in, and Kamikaze gets that blink to safety, so he's going to be all right. Some nice push out here and bottom, collecting the gems, doing all the lovely things that they can here. They got to make sure they retain their soak and mid. They're getting there in time. Daidu doesn't actually see Nova. So Nova waited. We see the Hunting Wave will be successfully cast. Kamikaze stepping forward, not able to get the kill. And now Daidu's in a bit of a weird spot. Can Messaville get the kill? No. Behind the minions, too risky for the shot. Snipe actually misses on Kamikaze as well. Mid lane has been neglected a little bit. We see some experience lost, but Tyrande collecting the gems there. We will see Rhaegar and Illidan together more often than less. Looking at level 4, we do have Stormcaller, so that's just going to give a lot more, just mana retention when he's casting those lightning shields. Oh no, Sylvanas ends up dying at bottom with Kamikaze very low, the Sentinel flying across the map. Not going to end up connecting on anyone. Oh, actually, no, it did hit. Ooh. And holo stability, so increased duration. I'm not really sure how this Nova is going to build. I'm excited to see what they do. And marked for death. What? Like, these are the weirdest builds today, guys. Like, what? I don't even know what I'm seeing. Oh, nice Lunar Flare. And root combo there from Malf and Tyrande, the true lovers pair with the plays. And ET... Why? Why, ETC? No! Alright, well, Condemn pulling a lot of people in. We do see the totem cast, but Zeratul in the back, maybe overextending his bounds, barely doesn't kill Nova. And then he dies, and now Illidan's going to snowball this forward. Oh, nice Lunar Flare. That was good. Ryugi going to get the heal off last minute and back away from that. I don't understand what would make him want to dive into that. Like, oh man. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. This is new. No really mana-starved characters on this entire composition. The Malf is like, oh man, we've got double support. I better just get those Innervate upgrades. Innervate's fine, but there's like better things like that you can pick up. Like it just Loon's Grace is better utility if you're not looking for big heals on Malfurion. Generally speaking, that Chain Lightning is just doing so much damage. The Haunting Wave aggressively going out here from Black Crow, but I think he's realized he's made a mistake in the Sylvanas duel happening here in the bottom. Esports, my friends. Esports. All right, well, Metal Blind gonna end up falling. We do see the Zeratul are gonna get body blocked here by this duo, and that is lights out for him. And guys, look at this. Follow through, follow through, follow through. This is some next level stuff right now. What does Rhaegar go? Blood and Thunder? What's he gonna get? He's thinking about it. He's contemplating. Really, all I care about is level 10. Oh, he goes for the Blood and Thunder. All right, let's get to level 10, guys. This is why we're watching this replay. The good old BL. People are dying. Things are exploding. Talents are being selected, and heroics are populating. Soon. All right, we can slow down here, as we are just about there at level 10. Oh, Nova bot, Nova coming back. This guy's internet is actually like those little rainbow colored straws. He's just connected a bunch of them and turned it into internet, and it's really not working out for him. We do have Mosh Pit, we do have Metamorphosis, both being picked up as Nova feeds herself. Level 10 becomes a lot closer here for the red team. Wailing Arrow. Bloodlust! Nova, what will you grace us with? Are you gonna go the triple terp? Terp. Ryugi stepping on in. The Metamorphosis goes out. 2 gems still needed for the Web Weavers. And Illidan is in their face. The nice power slide in and knockback. And the Lunar Flare used to disengage. 1 kill picked up. Nova, still not sure what talent to go for because it's a bot. Nessa Vale with his booty tier internet is alive. Doesn't even realize he needs to pick a heroic. The bot has been gracious enough to not select it. Oh, he goes for the terp. Triple terp, diddly derp. Oh, nice power slide in. Where's that bloodlust? Nice mosh pit. They don't even need it, but they're gonna use it anyways. And that is just gonna be a cleanup. GG. Calling GG at the 8-minute marker when not a single fort has fallen yet. That one. That's new. I've never even. The game's far from over, guys. Well, Kamikaze is waiting to do honor for his people. But there's a wolf chasing him, and he's like, oh. All right. He scoots away from the wolf. His senses are not strong enough. And we are going to see a Bruiser can pick up. Sylvanas will end up feeding here in the bottom lane, dropping a good number of gems. We see there's a whole pile. That is exactly one pile worth of gems. And Nova will feed as well. What did I say? Game's not over yet. You're not out of the forest yet, my friends. Because the throws are here. 3 members sent back to grab a camp. Let's talk about that. Let's go for that instant rewind. Here we see it. The trio of friends, Ryugi, Xander Blade, and Metal Blind, grabbing a mercenary camp. A mercenary camp that could be grabbed almost as quickly by Illidan alone. Is this a waste of resources? Absolutely. 2 members of this team got picked off during this, so you were spending 3 heroes, 3/5 of your team. You're missing Soak in mid lane. You could have opted to try to throw Rhaegar alone at the giant camp in the bottom. Rhaegar would have been around to save Sylvanas, who was pushing aggressively in the bottom lane. And Nova should just about never be soaking by herself because of how bad she is in that situation. So this decision to send these 3 heroes to this mercenary camp is actually quite bad. And they pay dearly for it. They pay 2 heroes. So you really should just use that Illidan, Sonya, heroes like that, Gazlo, they excel at taking mercenary camps on their own. Use that to your advantage. It's part of their kit. Metamorphosis initiation on a single hero, not enough to stop the turn-in of the Web Weavers, but they will end up picking up Johanna. Oh, baby! Just kidding. She's out. We do see Illidan is just going to continue his rampage here in the middle of the map, flipping and flopping and doing all the Jungle Gym things. And Johanna now re-engaging with no health, no support, popping her Iron Skin and getting on out of there. Nice power slide in, the knockback there, and Illidan is on the case, but not feeling like the true janitor, not willing to push in too deep. All right, well, we do see the big push here in the bottom, the Sylvanas with the Zeratul and a Web Weaver, and Black Crow not able to stop that on his own. Nice juke of the roots. This is totally not Sylvanas, that is Malfurion. They look the same, birds and bees. Wiling Arrow was used, and Metal Blind is just going to tap that well. The Web Weavers are doing far more damage than the ones we saw on the blue team when they had quite a big experience lead, but 2 members have also now fallen as well. So I'd say a much better push here to the red side. Bloodlust Gods, save us, please. Top fort gonna go down. Bottom fort gonna go down. Middle fort gonna be strong. Everyone report. Funky Clown. Falling Sword initiation out of Daidu. He pulls a move with the condemn, but Bloodlust for the turnaround, and they are moving on in the power slide. They are all lined up, but ETC says none of that. He says, no, I'd rather retreat because Zeratul, he's going to sneak from the bottom lane. Oh, Illidan grimming it out with Grim. Dual City 2016 / Choop Chop Choop, and as he flips on in, but Tranquility used to get away. Ryugi just gonna wander into a squabbler's pit of enemies and die. Power slide, and then just the knockback because Metal Blind doesn't have eyes. Oh my kamikaze body blocks. That was beautiful. And when GG was called at level 10, their opponents are gonna call GG at 14. GG. Oh, the ultimate void prison. Alrighty, well, let's move forward a little bit to see what else happens in this game. Squabbler Pit's a new term I invented recently, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Oh my, Zeratul. I'm trying to slow down. I forgot the button to press, and I'm not even too sure what happened there, but I know it wasn't good for the blue team. And then now they're going to be down to talent tier. 16's just about here. Is Nova a bot? Yeah, most of the game, that is the case, yes. Oh, that snipe was critical. The moment Tranquility was popped, so that's a cooldown spent, and the snipe, and the terp. Man, when he's not a bot, he is on point. Looking at the builds. Yeah, it's kind of a cool build. One in the chamber with triple tap with the two charges. I think I just prefer the shorter cooldown, cheaper clones with the style of play. I think beyond that, I like the Nova build. I just think just change the level 4 talent, and this is a good style. Maybe the AI picked it. Who knows? Illidan going for full ham sandwich style. Definitely damage potential. Still not very sustainable. I mean, he's probably got about 1,400 deaths. He's only got 2 deaths. Color me impressed. He does have the top damage as well. So, interesting. Still, in a higher level play, he would be just getting absolutely annihilated. But the Bloodlust wheeling combo going in. Illidan just kind of shredding through the team. ETC. Needs a heal for real. He's gonna get that peel for his team. Running away, not peeling today. Illidan's got the job. Falling sword, gonna get him out. Grim is there, but he's gonna run. I'm really bad at coming up with songs in the spot, guys. It's something I've been practicing, and you're gonna see me really try to work on it here on the daily quest. This is where my whole new album will be born, pretty much live. But bear with me, as some of my songs are just gonna flop miserably. Power slide in. Xanderblade, he's found his moment, but he's not actually interested in casting sweeping strikes because he didn't even go for immolation. So does he even need it? Metal blind. Metal blind. He's all right, man. He's getting on out. Oh no, but Black Crow goes into the dumpster. And Kamikaze making the plays for days as he walks through the haunting waves of the Webweavy's craze. Top lane taking a boatload of damage as well. I mean, this is 2 towers down, 1,300 XP. We see the blue team is actually taking the lead in experience. And Feral lunge forward. It's a bit of a risky scenario, not willing to push on in too far. That blast will get cast, but that's about it for the Webweaver. And the one final Webweaver has been left alone top all of this time. Like I said, that's 1,300 XP they picked up. For what? Well, yeah, I mean, now the enemy team's there, but they're setting up for the boss. Oh my goodness. Novabot, or real Nova, wasting her mana on Johanna. Absolutely no chance you ever do anything worthwhile against double support on Johanna. That's at full health. But she will stop to fight the wall and then be caught out of position by the Lunar Flare. The Sentinel gets her. The Condemn gonna actually catch her. Where's the Smite? Why didn't Johanna cast Smite? It would have hit. It's really odd. Okay. Nova gets away in a situation she absolutely should not have. Shadowstalk used. And a lot of gems are being turned in. Yes, successful turn of the Webweavers, but not before a boss is collected up here in top. Sylvanas does get picked off in this 2v5 that they were, for whatever reason, insistent on taking, and they pay dearly for it. I'm surprised Kamikaze hasn't gone for Nova yet. Oh, I'm starting to sneak on in. Free snacks, free snacks, free snacks for Zeratul. But the rotation is here, and the blue team lands a huge mosh pit with Bloodlust. Bloodlust dashing on in. Xanderblade is doing critical damage, but the Void Prison does not lock out the Illidan as he's flipping and flopping all over Malfurion. Tranquility doing a lot, but not enough, as Illidan is really just starting to get going, and he's doing all of that massive damage. Falling Sword of Rooney just hits on the 2 heroes in the back, but it's not going to be enough for Daidu to stay alive. All of this time, we've seen the Webweavers start to march in, but they're not going to do much. Mid one's getting cleaned up. Bottom one staggered here in the back, took out the fort, but who cares? And the boss won the trade and took out a keep whilst fighting a Webweaver. Man, boss is OPOP. Well, we should see this one responded to. Illidan did end up dying to Zeratul. I missed that action, so shame on him. Kamikaze might come down here for Black Crow once we sees all of these Shadow Daggers expire. Nice Singularity Spike. Black Crow. Oh, that was esports. If that Singularity Spike hit, Black Crow was dead. But Kamikaze sticking to his name, my friends. Going in deep. Might actually get out. Nope. Terp. 40 plus gems in the dumpster because of that esports Singularity Spike aim. Full on Demon Life. We've got the Deafening Blast. We've got the Bloodlust Gladiators Washout, giving you 30% lifesteal. You thought Illidan was scary before? Oh, just wait. until he's there now. Man, he's gonna be next tier esports level. All right, they pick off Malfurion. There's 3 people dead. Falling Sword was cast, and we see a disengage. Just Johanna and Sylvanas alive. 8 gems in the pocket of the blue team, rapidly collecting them as we're in fast forward mode, and slowly just grabbing mercenary camps and things of that sort. People are back alive, and they are in there. Tripper Terp not going to do anything, but the power slide is good. In the middle of the fight, in a big mosh pit with Bloodlust. This is probably game with Illidan just flipping all over there. They managed to only kill 1 hero due to those big fat heals of Malfurion, but they're not done quite yet. Good VP to buy some time, but Daidu staying around way too long. Could end up falling here. Zeratul looking for that peel. Lunar Flare in, but not enough. Illidan not willing to dive over the wall. Apologies for not tweeting out, Passio. I'm sorry, man. I'm the worst. Well, we do have Xander Blade just kind of scooping this all up with his team. Those giants that were picked up, which seems ages ago, have been escorted by Black Crow, who is the push master. Oh my goodness, that raw singularity spike. Oh my goodness, just only hitting minions. Not really. Black Crow doesn't even care. He's like, man, Zeratul, you can try to fight me. I'm just going to fight this keep, and I'm going to use... Oh! Oh my goodness. Interesting decisions pay. Our debts have been paid. Get full. That's what I do on Thanksgiving. I just eat all of the food. I get full, and then I keep eating all of the food. Party bush life. We're hanging out and waiting for our Webby bros. We don't have Silvo. See what they can do without Sylvanas. They're pushing down mid. Oh, a little too fast. Tyrande goes down. I don't know what happened, but she's dead. A bit of a, overextension on Tyrande's part if she died in this scenario. You should always be playing very defensively whilst the web weavers are activated. Be very careful. I don't know if I understand that falling sword either, because it's really not going to pay off for Johanna. Bloodlust going on in. The VP will keep that Bloodlust active on these 2, so it's going to stagger the Bloodlust duration for a few of the heroes. And then they will continue to flap around a little bit. All right, web weavers expire. No keep taken out. Bit of an odd game so far, my friends. Passio, probably the case. Ryugi got pretty low, but the keep ran out of ammo. ETC is going to get out of there. And a keep has gone down. 2 keeps down, actually. Middle keep still alive. Ryugi dropping the totem. A bit of a misplay there. He actually got into wolf form and then dropped the totem and then disengaged his wolf form. So it almost really worked against him. Xanderblade is just kind of hanging out, trying to make sure he gets out. We do have Storm Shield available here for someone. Oh, the recast of meta. And ETC power sliding in. They're going to actually be able to get Grim here. Mosh Pit used unnecessarily, but I see you. And Shadowstalk to disengage. Xanderblade getting a lot of self-sustain from the minions, but the cleave of Zeratul actually takes him out. Tripper Terp. And a lot of those gems are lost. He actually gets the reset because of the kill, and not going to be able to get another reset. But Ryugi going to wolf it? Nope, not wolfing it up. Only Tyrande and Johanna alive to defend against this. The boss is indeed available, so they might end up going for that. We do see this guy's available on the left side. Just the lone keep. Oh my goodness. Sylvanas throwing the game again. She dies in an overextension. Bloodlust is pretty good when you have Mosh Pit, though. That's one thing that we have seen for sure in this game, is when you're able to, just get a clean initiation like that with ETC, a hero like ETC, Bloodlust is definitely a powerful ability. This team probably could have ended a while ago, honestly speaking, but they're going for the boss, which is a safe option. There's not enough gems in the enemy team for them to turn in, so that is, of course, very fine. And Tyrande just going to face check this bush and promptly get destroyed. Feels bad, man. Malfi-kun. Okay. That was a bit of an odd wailing arrow, and one of the stranger initiations, one of the stranger disengages I've ever seen. Oh, the roots are there. Tranquility is popped. Oh! Tranquility is going to heal him through it, but Illidan will finish the job. The boss is on the core. The VP on 3. That should be game, my friends. They're going to try to power through this core, power through the base. Bloodlust has been cast. Always used to be very good as a base racing tool. And there it is.
Blue team victorious.
Oh, Project, it finally announced you. Twitch no longer hates you. That's beautiful. Well, in honor of Project X Run, we're going to do one more replay. This one submitted from Project. So, I believe it was a EU Hero League game, so it won't be a quick match. I'm thinking I will stop doing quick match games for Daily Quest because they always feel weird. They don't ever feel all that compelling because of like the difference with like, you know, having double Sylvanas is like kind of odd, like the trading of Whalings. So I think I will probably swap it over so it's only Hero League and Team League moving forward, just because it's always going to be, there's always like different talking points like with combos and strategies, and that way you know the players are playing a little bit more seriously and not just going to willy-nilly, you know, face check bushes in the middle of the map as often. Because it's always hard to watch that kind of stuff. It's just like, really, man? Like, come on. Think about what you're doing. Think about your position a little bit more. And bam. Well, this is going to be a Tyrande game. We're playing on Garden of Terror. And this is within the last week, I believe. Submitted from Project. So we'll see exactly what goes down in this game. Project's giving spoilers in the chat. All right, well, Garden of Terror, my friends, we are loading on in. And of course, standard Heroes of the Storm. All of these options. Refuse to stay at a decent level. Wonky Wednesday is on hold for the time being, Chana. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing it. I'm going to be traveling a lot soon, so I don't even know if Daily Quest will be doable. Daily Quest might be going on like a 6-week or more hold based on my personal situation, because I will be away from home for an extended period of time, and currently I have no way to stream on the road. Because I just cannot afford to buy a computer. So I really don't know what's happening there, unfortunately. All right, well, in the top, we've got this tri-lane. Again, we're kind of gonna fast forward to like level 4 in most games, because usually 1 through 4 ends up being pretty stale, and a lot of just laning around, just kind of feeling each other out, so on and so forth. So we're just going to sit in a slightly fast-forwarded version of the game. Nice strong presence here in mid lane, the tri-lane. Tychus is definitely odd. Like, these are weird compositions, to say the least. Rabid Wolf is being picked up, so he wants to have a little bit more sustain. Shadow Shield standard for Illidan. Lone Leo. Like, this is a really weird comp. I know EU's weird, man, but, like, this is next level. Rhaegar die! Oh! Doesn't have the grenade. And Thrall ends up going down as well. Oh, the heal's there from Project. Is it enough? Yeah, they got the kill. The Sentinel there just to be safe. And level 4 still a bit off. We'll actually slow down once everyone's starting to go into the middle of the map, starting to collect these. Now, Jaina's going for a Frostbolt build. We see Astral Presence. This was the last patch. It just has since been nerfed a bit. Might lose some popularity. Shot of Fury there for Sonya. He's going for the additional 33% radius. Really going to be preferencing to use that on one of these two heroes, the frontliners. Definitely a strong pickup when you have a Sonya on your team. We do see the Tychus pick really shredding through these minions. Lunar Flare connecting to nothing, and Illidan going to end up falling there to the Cone of Cold from the corner. And it looks like Thrall able to pick up the gem. So 36 to 24 in terms of the total gem count. They turn around with that Hunter's Mark onto the Rhaegar, but they're getting collapsed on, and this is actually tragic. Project will go down. We do see that they almost trade out effectively, but the well not available here for Tychus as he's not tapping it, and Thrall needs to be very careful. Timer left on the well for Tychus. I can't check on this UI. Tragic day. He's going to get all of that healing. And we're going to have the boss started here in the bottom. We do see the boss has already been started here in the top by the red team. So it's going to work out very nicely for them. All right, well. We do see the Lone Flare. And no Terra for either team. It's going to be 96 to 84. Yeah, there we go, 96. And Illidan could start this really early. I like this call a lot for Illidan to start the camp, but Disper, taking a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. The S of Joe actually still a very powerful talent as of doesn't exist anymore, but we do see it active in this game. And it's going to be a big threat throughout the match. S of Johan. Ripperoni in pieces. This is its final viewing on my stream. You'll never see it ever again because it's gone. Retract able to grab that camp very easily. Rhaegar goes down. A nice start there. The Chain Lightning securing it. And Caribou backing on away with his dash, deciding to re-engage with the overkill and doing so much damage. And Illidan in the front line is just shrekking nerds. We do see Thrall does land the wolf. Retract. Oh, so very low, but the heals come out last minute from Project. And no Sentinel available. The additional range there on the Frostbolt actually quite strong. But Lee Mingus. They're pinging. They need a skeletal swing or something. But she will be able to skirt around the entire enemy team. She was going on a bit of a tour. She's like, I want to see all of my opponents. And she just had a magical ride around the map and just glared at everyone, you know, as she passed by. Never dismounted. Leoric was just so entranced by her beauty that he was not willing to give it up. He just wanted to follow that ride. Thrall and Illidan getting some more mercenary camps. We do see the bottom lane, the Knights finally being cleaned out, and Disper taking a good chunk of damage, but the rotation is here from his melee brethren, diving forward and doing monstrous damage, but Retract must retract his position as he's very low. The heals coming out from Project. Lunar Flare does not hit, and we do see that the Ancient Spirit will pick up the kill onto Thrall. So ends up being a favorable situation here for the red team. Let's take a look at level 7 talents. We see first aid, double first aid, standard Illidan build. This is the only one and only build of Illidan that works well. You can see that you can mix it up at level 7 with the double cooldown reduction on his trait for 8 seconds. I can't remember the name of it. Thrill of Battle, I believe it's called. Oh no, but Retract actually barely getting there, popping the evasion with Shadow Shield, and will end up living, but Leoric not so lucky. So, I mean, oh, Retract is so ham. The heal's going to come out at the last minute from Tyrande and might actually trade out with Rhaegar. The Rhaegar. Nice. That's actually very, very worthwhile getting that kill. Tychus here in the top lane, just kind of pushing it out. Uncontested, you can see this is going to do dividends for the team, especially when it comes to getting to level 10. So this Jaina, she was just right here. She had been pathing up through this lane. She opted to go down for a moment. That is going to cost the team more than you'd think. They already got one tower. She missed soak in experience, safe experience that Kaibu was able to get, and that single tower could net them level 10 first. Those kind of mistakes where you give up like a tower or two, especially when you're like nearing level 10, can really, really be impactful in the greater scale of things. And suddenly there's like this half level lead due to the way the minions are falling. It's still very even at the end of the day, but if he's able to poke this tower down, level 10's pretty much there. Playing safe, actually getting out of the blizzard last minute, actually even dodging the increased range on the Frostbolt, and the next night phase is here. So we need to see early seeds picked up here on the red team if they want to have that Garden Terror right away for the defense. They're chasing Leoric match, which is good, denying him the seeds, but they still need to get this other Shambler camp, which Caribou just picked up. So they put so much focus into trying to deny Leoric that they actually still haven't gotten themselves a Garden Terror, and that is a big, big, big deal. In terms of Shamblers, like 3 out of 4 of the packs were collected, which is worst case scenario for the red team. And the Hunt going on forward. We have Hunt, Earthquake, Shadowstalk, March, and Lasered. What in the world is this game versus the esports team that has Jaina, Li Ming, ETC, Sonya with Leap, and Ancestral Heal. Some interesting heroics, that's for sure. Well, we see the Plant Terror being worked on down here, the Garden Terror. We're going to see Tychus hop into the blue one, and Jaina is in base. It's growing. Does she turn around? Nope. Doesn't turn around. No interest in it. So we don't know who's going to be piloting the Red Terror. Blue one already halfway across the map. Milingus Dingus here in the top. And someone's got a Hearth, right? No, they have just no interest. They do have a while. They've got 38 seconds or so before they need to summon it. But they've already lost a 4 and this a lot of free push. Li Ming finally realizing I should probably be leaving this top lane because there's a massive push going down bottom and this could work against me. Now I like the safe overgrowth positioning just to get a safe push on the wall. It's going to shut these towers up and also do a lot of damage. You can put the Queen's Curse right here in the middle to deny their push out. Mosh Pit immediately interrupted. Mosh Pit is incredibly weak when it comes to fighting against a Plant Terror because Queen's Curse will interrupt it and you're not spending a true interruption to do that. Just the power of the Garden Terror. Overgrowth just about ready. There it goes and a lot of damage. Garden Terror does go down, Disintegrate, doing a nice bit of damage, but the March of the Black King and the Hunt going forward. Defensive Leap has to be used in Earthquake getting the value. That was some next level earthquakiness. So they don't manage to blow up a keep, but hey, at least there's a Plant Terror in the mid lane. They managed to pick it up during all of that, and they're gonna get a fort out of it. So this will mitigate a lot of the experience deficit that did exist here for the red team, but Rigard might be in a bit of a bad spot. Queen's Curse nicely done. Will slow down Leoric, but Illidan gonna get in there with the flips and the flops. Oh, grenade to the side. He's just looking at Queen's Curse over the wall, but now he's taking so much damage, pretty much throwing away the rest of the duration here that existed on his Garden Terror. One final Queen's Curse will not be connected with, and Disper will diaper dumpster the Terror. Yes, they did it, boys. So now Rhaegar is out. Leo's got to use that Wraith Walk to get the safety. I mean, he's sustaining with Drain Hope pretty well. But he does need to be careful, and we have the strong presence in the top lane. Li Ming just Hearth back. Sonya alone in the bottom. Can push out really nicely herself. Illidan's going to go for this camp, but we do see the kill there going down onto Rhaegar. Rhaegar Frost was good in allowing them to disengage, but Earthquake controlling so much space. All right, well, Thrall not going to have Earthquake for another 40 seconds or so. It's only a 60-second cooldown. Really great utility. Not the same power as Sundering, of course, but still quite nice. Retract grabs a Bruiser camp on the left. We've got the next Garden Terror spawning here for the blue team, and he's just going to actually spend Queen's Curse to push out a single wave of minions. Interesting choice. Not the worst of choices, but it is a rather long cooldown when it boils down to it. He's not going to be able to cast it the moment he steps on up here to this top lane, and he might be kicking himself for it because that wave of minions wasn't really critical in any way or another. Throwing the Overgrowth into a bad spot, it's going to get cleaned up pretty much immediately. I mean, you always want to try to use it in a way that's a little bit more risky for your opponents to interrupt. And the Hunt going in on the Rhaegar that you got hit by the Queen's Curse. Ancestral, will it make it in time? No, not quite. Retract is making the Hunt look so good. Earthquake looking phenomenal too. Look, Sonya's getting away. Just kidding. No, she's not. All right, she got away. I lied to you guys. I'm so sorry. Well, this is a very strong push so far. ETC is nowhere near his team. He's trying to defend from the Giants that have picked up by Illidan. Illidan's been everywhere, picking up the mercenaries, diving in with the Hunts. We've seen good power, but a big Ring of Frost crashing on in, and they will get Caribou, our Tychus player. The Hunt going for it again, and Miling goes down. ETC looking for the God Pit, the Mosh Pit onto. Didn't quite get the God Pit, and Drain Hope is keeping Leo topped off and doing a lot there. Ancestral will be cast on Sonya successfully this time around, and Retract might end up falling. Does go down. A big blizzard on 2 targets, and the overextension is real. Good night, blue team. Only project is still alive. Suka, 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 Suka. They can't actually hear me. I just wanted to get the triple Suka in there. Project gonna stagger his death. Honestly, he's better off dying. He's better off not drawing it out. Staggering his death right now kind of hurts. It would have been better if he died way earlier. So now they've got to wait another 30 seconds while the team is, sure, they're scrambling around and grabbing some of these seeds, and sure, he bought time to deny them seed collection, but I think it'd be a little bit more valuable to be ready for the actual fight of the plant terrors. Can his team trade out effectively? Illidan is just always there with the plays. So yes, due to Illidan hunting across the map, they can trade out effectively, and that will even things out nicely. Retrack, so handsome in these Hero League games. We see they're starting on both the boss and the mercenary camp, and they see that this has been finished. So this is now like a really kind of risky situation. They see that this was picked up. They decide to split their resources and go for two things at once. If the enemy team rotated immediately after grabbing the seeds, they would have been punished, but of course the enemy team doesn't have eyes on, and they lost Li Ming, so they got away with it. It is definitely a gamble at the end of the day. It's kind of a toss-up when you add it all up. Double Merc camps here, double Merc camps here. Plant Terror ready for red, no Plant Terror for blue. They're at 92. Levels have been evened out, 16 to 16. We do see the full Ranger build here for Project. Pretty standard Tyrande build if you're going alone support. Blood for blood instead of stone skin. I find that a bit interesting. I also find it very interesting that we don't see the ability power damage reduction, Sixth Sense, because he's against Jaina and Li Ming. So that's a bit weird to me, but I do like just about everything else here. And on the other side, Numbing Blast going to be very powerful versus the Thrall Illidan. I think that makes perfect sense. Mirror Ball, very good. Oh my goodness! We're going to rewind it. I want to see what happens here. Well, we see the engage in mid lane. Leo still in the top. Li Ming making a way down from bottom. A big leap in onto Illidan, but Shadowstalk and a beautiful Earthquake Ring of Frost doing a lot of damage. And a Shadowstalk goes in. They manage to trade out Thrall, but not before Retrack steps into the backline. He gets one. Looks like Caribou will fall to the other. And just 2 for 1. Jaina is down, but we see Segmi is very low. Leo looking for him, but Retrack is going to get the kill. And then trade on up here to ETC, who's trying to run. Only Illidan has to chase in this situation. Leoric could just be defending this Plant Terror in the back, but actually, considering that Li Ming is here, probably a good idea that Leoric came with. Blood for blood, doing so much for Illidan there. And they turn that around. The Plant Terror up top all by its lonesome. Project is coming here to throw that Hunter's Mark Lunar Flare combo down right away. Oh, he does it like a good boy. And he's going to start working through that Overgrowth. Leo going to throw down Drain Hope. Try to burn through its health, but does get poly. Drain Hope will actually continue to have that little cute purple beam. Looks so stylish. And Rhaegar is wolfing it up. Lunar Flare whiffed. Thought he might go down. Did not. And that is a good defense. Oh my goodness, the hunt comes in again, and we see Ancestral Heal is totally real, but Rigat, is he gonna get away? He is. Damn, he got away, guys. Well, Retract with the hunt, once again, always a delight to watch. March of the Black King after the Earthquake was cast, not really properly placed, but we do see the resets going off there. 2 kills in favor of the red team to the 1 of Jaina falling. Oh, mirror balls of steel. Retract barely getting out of there. And Caribou, good night to you. Oh, whoa, the drill. He drops it. Do they have enough? I don't think so, guys. Oh no, the re-engage is so painful. Blood for blood. Caribou, I don't know why he stayed, man. I don't know why he stayed. Why? Power up. Oh, I'm drinking some delightful home-crafted coffee. Roasted locally. I purchased it because it had the word volcanoes in the title. I'm like, that sounds badass. All right, well, some nerds just died. We see a Plant Terror being picked up here in the bottom of the map. And there is a Garden Terror, Red Aronian. Nope. There it is. Yeah, they already got it. I didn't even notice. I was like, they haven't enough seeds. What happened? Caribou, as I like to call him, is flopping around the mid lane. Dropping an Overgrowth, dropping a Queen's Curse, and quickly backing away. Gonna go test Sajmi. Sajmi. Oh, girl! She's trying to get on out of there, but the Queen's Curse. Not gonna make it. The hunt is all they need, and Illidan says, I'm gonna go for this fort immediately. He was just using her to get up there. Didn't even want the kill. He just wanted the fort. That is the power of the hunt Illidan, my friends. We're seeing the redefinement of Illidan today. Illidan. What is wrong with my brain sometimes? Okay, Thrall and Leo able to get some more seeds. Another Terror ready. So Caribou losing that Terror. Not the biggest of deals, but things have been evened out 20 to 20 so far. We do see Spectral Leech for Lord Leo, and a Ring of Frost hitting nothing. Ring of Loss is real. The huge Earthquake with Laser Drill combo. Who thinks up these things? Absolutely beautiful in the Hedwig. Snipes him down. Regis into the dumpster. We see Regis is down. Jaina is down. The hunt is in, and that should be a win. Chess Master, checkmate, my nerd friend. I don't know how you're going to defend this, Lord Cow, because this keep is getting burnt down. 3 heroes down for a while. Looks like Sajmi might even just Ancient Spirit willy-nilly, which would likely spell her death. If there was a follow-up, they might not even need it. Like, Illidan, is he just going to hunt across the map again? Is that the norm? No, it's on cooldown. He wanted to. He thought about it. Unable to do so, Reno. Well, the final fort is being contested. Take Leo. Take Leo. Take Leo. Take Leo. Someday, Leoric. Oh, yes. He floats when he channels? That is the coolest thing ever. Chess Master, the Cow Master, is about to be a beefer eater. Oh, he's gonna get away, maybe. Illidan has Hunt, though. He'll cast it just to get to him. Knew it! And he's gonna be greeted by Sonya. This could actually be disastrous. He does still have Blood for Blood. There it goes, Blood for Blood cast. Lunar Flare not connecting. We do see Leap used defensively. Shadow Stalk and all of that lifesteal. A big Ancestral Heal gonna connect on Sajmi, and Illidan does go down. The Plant Terror has lost half of its health, and I like its call to leave, but this is actually a bit of an overextension. They should just be using Earthquake to retreat. Illidan went a little bit too ham. He chased a ETC for no good reason, honestly. Like a full ETC when your team can't follow up with you. I don't really know if there's a chance for that to ever really get a kill. All right, well, the Mosh Pit connecting just on the Terror, of course. There's a health bar underneath that for Leoric, and he's the best target to be caught out in this scenario. The Drill does get blown up. Oh my goodness, that is Russian, and I cannot read it. Leo gonna try to escape. Diaper will be A-okay, but the Numbing Blast on Caribou actually diving on out in the heals. Is it enough? No. Game of Throws, my friends. Now the next night phase is about to begin. The Sentinel flying across the map, delivering 2 packages in scouting out the base. Hedwig, a ferocious little birdie. They're going for this camp here, though, on the left, and Disper gets in there. Oh, the bolt over the wall with Earthquake, and the big Ancestral goes off, but Meta in, and Illidan able to get a kill. Shadowstalk is keeping everyone alive. They steal the camp. The bolt Earthquake Meta. Oh, my God. What did I just watch? Bolt of the Storm, Earthquake, Metamorphosis have an incredible steal. Sajmi, have you used that aggressively once in this game? Sajmi. He's gonna use Sweeping Strikes and Divo. For whatever reason, he decided not to. He could have killed Sonya easily. Maybe his cooldown was just not ready. I'm not too sure. This seems like a scenario where you push and end the game, but for some reason they're stopping to kill this bottom keep. They could easily have walked past it and taken out the core with quite ease, especially when you consider Tyrande is a no cooldown build, right? She has Shadowstalk like always ready. We do see Hardened Shield used there. The Earthquake going off. Focus the core, guys. Yeah, Leo getting in the front, throwing out Drain Hope, focusing on the core. They should have this game. Lord Tycho on his way back, walking straight through the keep, bolting. Drop the drill, drop the drill, drop the drill in the blizzard. No, not good, Lord Tycho. A big mosh pit, but Illidan is flipping and flopping all over the place. That was definitely an interesting game, my friends. Very fun. Thanks for the replay project. It's always fun to see like crazy styles like that in Hero League. Some weird picks for sure, but we definitely saw some cool synergy with Laser Drill and Earthquake. And my cam is currently Laggaroni and Cheese. This capture card is like dying or something. Oh, if I refresh it, it's a little bit better. Well, that is going to do it for this Educast, episode 52 of the Daily Quest. Like I said, I have imminent travel in a few weeks, and I'm going to keep doing Daily Quest 3 to 4 days a week for now. But when travel hits, I don't know what my situation is going to be at. As far as I understand it, I'll have internet, but I don't think I'll have a computer capable of even playing Heroes, let alone record videos. I will do my very best to figure something out. I'm like reaching out to try to get a sponsor or something. Like honestly, I don't really know what I can do. So maybe the employer can make accommodations. I really don't know yet, but I'm trying to figure it out. I've got about 2 weeks to solve it, and we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. But GG's, thanks for tuning in. And of course, if Daily Quest does have to go on a break, it will return when it can. But yeah, that's going to do it. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, follow. Thanks again for the replays. You can submit your Hero League replays to solidjgg@gmail.com, as well as Team League replays. I will no longer be using quick match games for upcoming replays unless I specifically state that you can for a Strange Wonky Wednesday in the event that I do those in the future. Beyond that, yeah, GG's, and stream will continue in just a moment. Stay tuned.